Oh, hello Pisces. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Now, Eight of Wands. Things are happening very quickly. I think that you are, I feel like you're getting a little anxious, actually. I feel like there's something that you know is coming, and you're just kind of like, you want it to hurry up. I feel like right now you almost feel kind of powerless. We kind of got the jazz hands going. It's kind of like we're tap dancing on the shag carpet. You know, you want to do something. You're fired up. There's this anxious energy, but what do? So, we think, well, maybe I can do something over here. No, that's not it. Maybe I can do something over here. No, that's not it. Right? And so we're sort of going in a circle here. We're kind of going out a little bit, no, out a little bit, no. And it's a lot of anxiety building up. So I think that you're really waiting for something, and it almost feels as if you should be doing something, but what do? Okay? You really want something to hurry the heck up. But it's taking its sweet time. Now, I don't know what this is. Let's put this into some context. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the Six of Wands. Okay, so this is something that is going to, it's going to work. It's going to be concluded. There is victory after the struggle here. Okay, Six of Wands. So that's really good news. We got the Universe card. Seven of Wands, yeah. Four of Wands, a lot of fire. Ooh, and the Knight of Cups, more fire, but it's sort of becoming water energy, right? So this is sort of the ease and the flow and the love that's coming afterwards. A lot of fight. It's a lot of battling. This is a lot of work, a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety over here. And we got more water with the Prince of Cups. We've got now the blending of the water and the fire together with the Temperance card. More water, Hanged Man. More water with the Pisces card, but hey, that is the Moon card. It is your power card. So blessings upon blessings. This is a really, really big win for you. I think that this is a big payday for you. And I think that it is, it's coming soon. And this is sort of how you speed things up, right? I think you speed things up, I think, by trying to temper your anxiety with just a little bit of love. Right, the Knight of Cups is sort of asking, like, have you told your people that you love them? When's the last time you said I love you? Right? When's the last time someone said it to you? That's the focus. That, I think, is how we bring about the victory of this situation that we really want. It's almost just sort of to relieve some of the anxiety through love and affection, through joy and beauty, and things that really settle your heart down, that really make you feel good and calm, Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor, Infinite, and Unknown. We're going to set it down over here and put our little octopus friend right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it in the comments. Let's take a look around the room. We do have quite a bit of major. Kind of standard, our four. We seem to be getting four major arcana cards in just about every reading, okay? So I think this is right where it should be. I think the fire is pretty heavy. The water energy sort of is where things are going. We go from fire into all these water cards, right? Pisces, a water card. Hangman's water. This is water. This is water. This is sort of blending the water and the fire, right? it's kind of, it's interesting with the art card in the position of the environment. It's kind of like you're being told to deal with people this way. Deal with people with kindness and compassion and love and patience, but also with a firmness, little fire, little water. So be straightforward, be assertive, be confident, but be kind. Okay? Be somewhat gentle. It's kind of saying that you can do more by doing less, that you can make more change by being more flexible. Okay? That you can get your way, that you can get this big payday. You can speed things up by you slowing down. It's kind of like by slowing down, you're able to make each action do more. When we're all anxious, we're doing a lot of movements, right? And that's the Eight of Wands. A lot of movements, not a lot getting done. Wasted energy, right? It's Newton's first law, I think, is it? This is a lot of wasted energy. So when Spirit's telling you to slow down, it means literally like breathe slower, move your body slower, move your mind slower, in other words, right? So we're doing more, we're getting more accomplished, but we're using less energy. It's the conservation of energy. It's efficiency, really. Okay, that's how you're going to speed things up right now. Okay, we've got all this fire energy, we've got all this water. We don't have any air. We don't have any. There's nothing wrong with the plan. Okay, I think your plan is intact. Your plan is a good one. It's just a matter of you're getting kind of hyped up and wasting a lot of energy, and there's this really kind of nervous aura around you. We've got to calm that down, and I think that's the strategy for getting more accomplished. So it's kind of that very Taoist, right? You do more by doing less, right? You assert your will, your fire, by being a little more water. Okay, and of course the world or universe card underneath everything, this is telling me that whatever you're waiting for is kind of that life-changing development or the life-changing manifestation, or, this plan that you're trying to push through, this thing that you're trying to get accomplished, this win, this really big win with the Six of Wands, right? That is going to change your world. That's going to change your life. Maybe this is some sort of an approval. Maybe this is something that's going to lift the boundaries off of you or sort of open up more doors for you. It feels like it's expanding your world in a way. So it feels like a payday. It feels like we're trying to hurry up and, like I really want the first of the month to get here. We're trying to really make it come in faster, and for whatever reason, this is going to be very, very important for you. Okay. With the Seven of Wands in the background, this is something that you've been holding out for, that you've been fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. I think you've been waiting for something, and whatever this is, that if it is some sort of a payday, I don't know if it's financial or something else, but whatever it is, it better hurry up, right? Because you've been holding on for a long time, and you've been you've been standing your ground, but you know that eventually you're going to be overrun. This is kind of an energy where the odds are against you, and there is a finite amount of time that you can hold on. It's like somebody who's like, I don't know, they're holding on to something. I don't know, maybe they're holding on to a bar or something above them, and it's like, you could hold on for a long time. You're strong, but eventually, I don't care who you are, eventually you're going to be overcome by the gravity of the situation or by the opposing energy coming in, As much as you're trying to push forward, or as much as you're trying just not to lose any ground, let's say, you're trying to just hold your position. But the force is, this is like, it's an urgent situation for you, right? It's something that we need it to happen now, okay? Because I think it is going to, the Four of Wands up here at the top. I think this is sort of like a completion of something. This is sort of getting something moving again. It's sort of restoring the order to something. So I don't know if this is maybe paying off a debt, or that you're waiting for this big payday because this is a contract that it kind of has a shelf life. You know, there's a certain time limit, or there's an expiration date on something. Right? Is that resonating with you? Because I feel like you're trying to hold on as long as you can, but this better hurry up because this is not going to be around forever. Okay. The good news, of course, is that Six of Wands, that this is going to work. This is going to be okay. And the way that it's going to be okay, I think, is you by slowing down. I think is by you focusing on really focusing on other things, right? The Knight of Cups is about the giving and receiving of love and affection. It's sort of, it's kind of like, if there's nothing you can really do right now to get this to hurry up, we can't make the clock go any faster, you know. Why don't we just focus on what this is going to be like? What are we going to do with this? How are we using this for good? You know, how are we expressing ourselves through this big accomplishment, this big win, this big payday? What are you going to do with it, right? Because it's not just for you, okay? Especially when we see the Six of Wands. Anytime we get a six, I really think like, okay, this is something that, yeah, you're winning. Maybe you're putting it together. This is your thing, but it's a sort of a team effort, or it's, especially with the Six of Wands, it's you leading other people over the finish line. Okay, so this isn't just something for you. This is something that other people are kind of relying on you for it too. Okay, and so I think that this is something that it is sort of an act of love for you. Yeah, and so I don't know if you put in a bid for something that you're trying to buy or win, or and something that it's going to change your life and it's going to change your world, but also the lives of the people around you too. So it could be a family thing more than anything, right? Let's talk about the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything, and it does support the channel. I really do appreciate that. So let's talk about this fixed water energy, this Prince of Cups. This is the reason why you can hold on for so long. This is what gives you strength, right? And I feel like this is your commitment to, well, your people, or to the purpose, or to the reasons why you're doing this. Okay? That all the obstacles that you've been through you haven't wavered at all in your devotion and commitment to something. And that really shows a lot of strength, okay? Especially with the Seven of Wands, where it's just like, we know that this is, that we're kind of up against tremendous odds here. And as challenging as this has been, you've never backed down. You've never surrendered, right? Because you have such a commitment, such a love in you. And I think that's what Spirit is telling you to focus on now. Just take solace in the water, in the emotional connection and the intimacy that you have in your life with the people around you, whoever the people are, right? It's kind of like taking refuge in spirit in a way. Okay. The next card being that Art or Temperance card. This is, again, how you're sort of dealing with your environment. You're doing more by doing less. It's sort of like go take a quiet stroll in the woods, or just go and have an intimate dinner with a friend or a family member or your spouse or your kids, or have a quiet evening and just mellow out. I think really that's the vibe here. A lot of water energy on this side. This is like all fire. This is all water. I think that you sort of have that anxiety that needs to be relieved, okay? And sometimes the Art or Temperance card is that pressure cooker. And this, I think you're really in the pressure cooker now, and it's kind of like you still got a few hours to cook. There's nothing for you to do. So just sit back and just like, chill in your own juices. That sounds weird, but think about being inside a pressure cooker. There's really nothing to do but wait for the timer to go off and for the chef to open it. And chef, of course, is spirit, right? And so I think that this is something that, spirit has put in your path, and you're meant to endure it. And things are going to work out. It might come down to the 11th hour. It might really come down to the wire for you, but things are going to work out. The lid's going to pop off the pressure cooker, and things are going to be okay. But until then, all the anxiety in the world is not going to speed up the clock. Okay. The difficult thing for you is to just sit back and apparently do nothing, right? Hanged man card in the position of the difficulty. It's hard for you to not want to find something to do to be productive or to speed things along or to somehow contribute or to speed up the clock, but you can't. And so the hanged man is just sort of surrendering to the situation while we wait out the clock. Okay? And that's not easy to do. But as we know with the Hanged Man card, it may seem like inactivity, but it's really not. Because I think you're focusing on these other things. You're either connecting with spirit, you're connecting with the water energy, your love, you're connecting with your sense of purpose, the reasons why you're doing all of this anyway, what the lesson is, why are you in this pressure cooker, right? And who are the people that are that you're suffering all of this difficulty for, right? For you, for your pets, your plants, your people, family, friends, coworkers, whatever, right? The world. And so the Hanged Man may seem like an idleness, but it's not. There's interior work going on here. There's the water work that's happening. If you can't do the firework, right now you can't do any of the firework stuff. Do the water work. Okay? And of course, at the end, you have your power card, and that, I think, is the result of you're being cooked in the pressure cooker and you're coming out the best version of yourself. Spirit knows what he's doing. Chef knows what they're doing. And so on the other side of this, I think you're going to be very, very happy. Yeah. There's a reason why things are, there's a reason why we're perceiving things to be going so slowly. It feels like time is sort of slowed down, and yet you have this very frantic, almost energy. We have to sort of just, Hanged Man just says, chill, chill. Let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what is going on here. Maybe this is going to be a representation of what we're waiting for, a representation of the big jackpot win payday kind of thing. So I'm expecting more earth energy. Yeah. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Here we go. 3 of Swords. It's kind of, to me, the 3 of Swords is a good thing. It doesn't mean, I think, any kind of a loss or anything like that. 3 of Swords is really about kind of killing the heart in a way, right? It's sort of, to me, it's relieving that anxiety, because I think the anxiety comes from kind of knowing what this is going to be, knowing how good it's going to be, and knowing what this is going to be for, like what you're doing with this big payday, right? And it's so that creates a lot of anxiety, and I think that this is sort of the mind, in a way, relieving that anxiety, because anxiety is kind of it's not a mental thing, really. It's not intellectual anyway. It's more of a feeling anyway. It's more of a heart thing, And so I kind of feel that this card is about calming down the passion. Does that make sense? It's kind of, it's almost like just breathing, to me, breathing through the anxiety. It's the mind-heart connection, for one. And I think it really is the way that our heart can influence our mind can influence our heart. And I mean that kind of in a literal way. When you start taking deep breaths, your heart starts slowing down, you feel more relaxed, and we're kind of working through that anxiety. Yeah. So, I'm trying to put a good spin on this, because I feel like there's really no way through this except just to suffer through it. This is the card of suffering and sorrow. It's kind of just like, You got nothing to do. You got to find a way to be okay. You got to just breathe through it until it's over. Okay? I'm trying to put a good spin on it, but Spirit's basically saying, no, you're in the pressure cooker and your time's not up. There's a few minutes left or whatever it is. You're going to be okay. You're going to make it. This is going to be a big win for you. But there's no way to speed up the clock. So we have to find a way to deal with the anxiety while we kind of wait for this to be done. Okay? There's no way through it except through it. Yeah. But there are things that we can do, I think, to calm things down. Yeah. So this is really about sort of a pressure relief valve for our anxiety. All right. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Pisces are on Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.